This may be the frontier, but... Teldrin Cerro, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. The best swordsman in all Morrowind is at your service. For the right price.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, milady. If you need... We have all sorts of... Well, You know, I can't remember. It's important, I think. But it's hard for me to think about. All right.
I don't know what you did in those mines, but it put a smile on Cretius's face. I've never seen him so happy. Be careful out there.
Welcome. The mine's open, people are buying drinks, and I'm making money again. The finest suj... In fact, all I need to do is get the word out that it's ready. I was kind of open. Here, take these samples of the Sujama and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you. How about a drink for the hero who cleared Fort How do you think? I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty... Are we building it? I had a dream about that. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. There's actually a funny a few years ago, he was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily. But as I'm watching this spectacle, the man looks straight up at Finetch, yells, "Have a drink," and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground. Well, the bottle broke on Finetch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of... Finally, it stopped and began... I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you, true story, friend, true story. Well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulins for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulin ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Any time Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulins must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait. Nothing specific, but I'm hearing rumblings of assassins living amongst us. I think they intend to target Councillor Morvain, but I can't be certain. When a Dunmer is since the Ashyam is born of the very same soil, it represents rebirth and renewal. Back in 95, Vila Ulin came to Raven Rock with a plan. The Fetcher thought he could stir up the locals and use them against the Redarin. He arrived alone, but spread it. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that? He underestimated the Redarin Guard. They were organized. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Vela. Vila Ulin was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulin ancestral tomb. Watch yourself out there. Looks like an ash storm might be brewing.
The mines are open and the shop is busy again. Thank you. At least my father will let me drink whatever I want without complaining. Tell Geldis I appreciate it. Why can't I remember? I was sure it was important. If you're looking to purchase something,
I don't know what you
speak to
did
my
in those
father,
mines, but it
Thethys.
put a smile on Cretius's face. Don't... Well, that sounds lovely. Thank you. Be careful out there.
Modin Veleth, captain of the Redoran Guard. It can be. Even the most... They usually didn't amount to much. Some of my own men despise the stuff. If I knew where they were stashing the bottles, I'd put an...
Not from your father.
That would be helpful.
Captain Veleth.
They're too smart to have left it in the... I've had to muster second camp. I say let them try. My men are ready for them.
He said
All of the
he'll meet
soldiers
you
in
where
this...
you met for the
I've spent
first
quite a
time.
few years honing
He
their
said you know
skills.
what it means.
To protect
I do.
Councillor Mauve.
Thank
He has
you.
quite a few friends on the council. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to discuss it. Ah, this is bone mold. It's fashioned from actual bone that's been reinforced. It might appear brittle, but I'd wager it could stop the blow of a weapon better than iron or steel. Find me that stash of wine. I'm itching to be rid of it.
It's been tough running the household alone, but Cretius isn't getting any younger.
The mines are open and the shop is busy again. Thank you.
Captain Veleth, good to see you again. What can I get you?
How about 100 Dunmer armed to the teeth?
I'm afraid we're completely out of them at the moment. Sounds like you've had a rough day.
There's no reason to burden you with my troubles. How about I just settle for some Maz tea and we'll forget I mentioned it?
Keep yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
I'll give you this warning on... Take that swill and pour it down a well.
I don't know if I can do
The
this
best
on-
swordsman in all
Is it
Morrowind is
because
at
of your
your
father?
service.
Or is it me?
Welcome to the...
There's never been the
Sorry.
same since my mother died.
Gildas won't allow me to drink while I'm working at the Netch. Safe travels.
At some point, you're going to have to choose. No matter the outcome, I'll... Always respect your decision.
Glover Mallory's the name. Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me. I've always... However, I've seen the smile on people's face. The finest weapons and armor. bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Destroying the I should mix some of this into my next potion. Who knows what would happen after we wandered around. I was fascinated by her work. It wasn't long when word reached. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it. As you can imagine, the eruption of the hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparent. According to Counselor Morvain, my husband's been Raven Rock's most important food. Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so... Well, I have these other ingredients for sale for now. It'll have to do. I think I can teach you a thing or two. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market.
Your action. Always a pleasure to taste anything Geldis comes up. All sorts of useful things. Feel free to browse. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
It's busier now that Geldis needs to bottle this up and send it to the mainland instead of Things are picking up. All I'm wondering is how long it'll take for House... Everything I've got on display, really. If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
Damn Ash. Move along, Outlander. Keep moving.
Yeah, so, what can...
If you ever need a... My wife's quite the alchemist. Thanks to her, my
You got a
ash
good
yams
thing
are
going
growing
here now that
quicker
you've
than ever
reopened the
before.
I
mines.
don't know what you did
Don't let
in
it
those
go to
mines.
waste.
Do you have any
Put a
plans
smile
for
on
Western
Rachel's
House?
face.
Oh, how kind.
so happy.
A few months. They sent it back to me
Next
recently.
time you're hungry,
Yes.
stop by.
The damn thing sunk right off the coast. One of the same.
I understand.
Before he died, he
I
told the...
know you're doing everything
Thank
you
you.
can.
You have
need a
no
ride
idea
back
how
to
much it
me.
hurts
I'll make sure
losing
we have
such
a permanent
precious
patrol
area.
over there. It's the least I can do for you.
Second counselor.
If
So
there's
I
any-
certainly have the means to reward you.
Your actions here.
You've brought Raven Rock back from the brink, traveler. I don't know how to thank you.
If there's anything... What?
How's business,
Oh, no,
Clover?
thank you. I need to keep my head
The
clear.
usual. Piles of armor to
Traitor.
repair for
Their
the
collaboration
Revenant
with the Empire...
pleased to be keeping
Lal-
busy?
having past ties to the
These hands were
Empire,
made for
they had
bending
welcomed...
steel,
When everything
not
was
made
said
of
and
bone
done,
mold.
they were no longer...
But it's certainly
You might
better
think
than
it...
not working
Making
at all.
sure those... And with Solstheim crawling with Reavers, I maintain a... Most hail from House Redder. Most of my... Sending... However, any information we can glean... During the Empire, we had no standing army at the time. House Redderin took charge. When the Argonian... It would be fair to say that House Redderin literally saved the Dunmer people from destruction. If there's anything at all I can
have a
do to
message
help,
for you.
please let
Tell
me
my
know.
father if he wants
Your
to speak
efforts
to me.
in Raven
He
Rock
should
have
do it
proven
in
most
person.
invigorating. Admiral
It's not
Arano.
from your father.
How I hate
It's from
that
Captain
title.
Bellis.
Damn fool's going to get
Oh my
himself
goodness.
killed
I'm
over
so
it
sorry,
someday.
Gildis.
He's in grave danger.
Tell me, what did he
and yet
say?
he continues when I fall
said
asleep
he'll
at
meet
night.
you where you
This
met for the
island was
first
never
time.
meant for...
He said,
I assure you,
appreciate the help.
unfortunately, Admiral and
do.
Count... I'm the
Thank
wife of...
you.
The most important thing is that I stand by... I'm not sure. Did Admiral and I lived in Blacklight, the capital? House Redderin has improved Blacklight substantially. The root spire where the Council of Great Houses meet is something to be... I haven't seen the city in over... Regardless, I hope to return there someday, which doesn't seem likely given my husband's commitment to
Gildis?
Councilor Morvay.
I need to know if you
You got a
have
good
His
thing
second
going here now that
counselor.
you've
So I
reopened the
certainly have
mines.
the means
Don't
to
let it
reward
go to
you if
waste.
you find my
Hold it back.
folio.
If I knew something, I wouldn't wait until you strolled in. I'd come find you.
I'm sorry,
You
I
brought
shouldn't
Raven
bark
Rock
at you
back
like
from the
that.
brink, traveler.
Doing your job,
I don't know how to
Admiral.
thank you.
No one can fault you for that.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. If you need any supplies,
well,
you know
tell
where to find
Geldis
me.
that Miri says she really appreciates it.
Your actions here have been The Dunmer have been... It was born out of the... And now with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain. No. Only the
Next
Tulva...
time,
This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience.
I'll give you the... Take that swill and pour it down a
Next
well.
time you're hungry, stop. I work. Murgle doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look
Welcome-
somewhere else.
Sorry. Gildis won't allow me to drink while I'm working at Venetch.
Obey our laws, or suffer the consequences. Councillor Morvain is the only reason Ravenrock has survived. Last time I rode Jalen's ship, I was heaving my guts for a week. Dunmer weren't meant to ride on water.
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow... Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit. Please, I don't wish to be disturbed while I'm meditating.
This may be the frontier, but we've still got rules. Break them and you'll wind up in the prisons.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can... Good. This will help me keep things running without having to worry about a bunch of soldiers falling asleep on duty. Here, take this for your trouble.
Squatting isn't tolerated in the abandoned buildings. If you need a place to stay, head to the Corner Club.
Serve House Redoran or serve no one?
Why? Never seen a Redoran guard before?
Can I help you?
I hope Geldis proved useful. Have you made any progress? Telesu. Are you sure? So Geldis's plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep your... Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. Telesu is wife. They arrived here 10 years ago and have been nothing but a benefit. They're quite wealthy, and they've been quite generous by sharing their fortune with... They've contributed coin, food, supplies, even helped repair a few of the buildings in town with their own... People have mentioned it's a bit odd about how close in age Mary appears to be to her father. Just make sure you find solid evidence. If I accuse them without it, I'll be the laughing stock of the colony. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dunmer to settle here. Unlike his son Villa, Valen was a good man. When Valen died, his family provided the funds. The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ash... Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested. Be careful. If the Severans have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
If you intend to walk...
Ran away, I guess.
Welcome to Raven Rock Mine,
It's
Outlander.
good to get back to mining after all these years. Getting your hands dirty, Outlander.
I've been out of this business so long, I almost forgot how to swing a pickaxe.
Good to know that for mine's safe again.
What are you doing that for?
I heard a lot of strange things happen here. There's nothing quite like the sound of metal striking rock.
It's good to get back to mining after all these years. This mine's amazing. Have you ever seen so much ebony in your life?
It's good to get back to mining after all these years. It's good to get back to mining after all these years.
Nice to be making some coin.
Thanks to House Redoran getting these good to know that the mine's safe again. I heard a lot of strange things happened here.
Welcome to Raven Rock Mine, Outlander.
Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you
The
found
mines
one
are
of the
open and the
best.
shop is busy again. Thank you.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess
Your
I might
actions
stay
here
a bit
have
longer
been a
after
blessing
all.
to us all, Sergio.
I don't know who sent you here, but
Next
you've
time
given
you're
us something to
hungry,
build
stop
on.
by.
You've brought
Someday we
Raven
can
Rock
repay
back
you
from the
for your
brink,
kindness.
traveler. I don't know how to thank you. My husband is second counselor.
Here we reclaim.
What faithless minds have stolen.
Far from ourselves.
He grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded.
For House Hlalu. For Villa Ulen. Morbe. No! Watch it, Talisu.
Come on.
I think we might have a visitor.
I know you're in here.
For House Halalu. For Villa is over. I've had enough of you. Not quite good enough, are you? Pay for this.
Die, Redwin lackey!
Faster, faster, huh?
Die, Redwin!
Morgan will pay for this. I'll kill you! Morbane will pay for this! Damn you! Morbane's reign is over! Veteran following
No more! I yield!
Give up while you still can!
House Lalu will have its revenge!
Hey! Watch it!
Counselor. You lost?
You've brought Raven Rock back from the brink,
Did you find any evidence Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Redoran Guard we have to take them down.
Of course.
I want you to assist them any way you can.
I was concerned about our food stores. Jalan can only carry so much.
See that
on
you
each
do.
journey, and I'm
We
afraid
can't
might run
afford to
out.
let these traitors slip
I'll
away.
speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season.
Ashfallow Citadel's
Sorry,
been abandoned for a
Sindiri.
long time. Be
I
ready for
fear
anything.
we'll be feasting on ash yams a bit more often this year. Traveling beyond the bulwark will be much safer as a result of your victory at Fort Frostmoth.
How much longer
Good
do
old
you intend
Geldis
to
is always
serve as
managing to
shield
keep
of
our
war?
spirits up.
The Redoran
And our
Council tasked
eyesight
me with
hazy.
keeping Laeral alive,
Thank
which
you.
I've done without question
With the
for
mines
over 100
open,
years.
I've been able to convince my
Closest thing
superiors.
I've had to our brother.
Soon,
We
we'll
all
have a steady
owe him
supply
our
of
lives.
workers and materials.
Am I to suddenly
I think it's
turn my
important, but
I'm sorry, my love. It's this
Solstheim
island.
is theoretically
It's never
under
felt
my
the same
rule.
since we left
But without
Vardenfell.
revenue from the
It's as
mine,
though a
I lack
part
the
of me
resources
is
to act.
missing.
Not that there's much beyond the
Every
confines of our
gunner
town.
left a piece
Well,
of themselves
there's a small
behind
enclave
when
of
they
Nu.
departed
Then
our
there's
home.
Tel Mithrin to the
All
east.
we can do
Other
is
than
make
that,
the most of what
Solstheim
we
is
have.
crawling with bat. You've never heard. We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in... Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
You've brought
Has
Raven
Captain
Rock back
Valeth
from the
discovered
brink,
anything
traveler.
yet?
I don't know how to
Misery. I'll give you misery. Try getting assigned to scrape net scum off the front of the bulwark.
My folio.
If you need a ride back to the mainland, Galen's the only way off this rock.